No, it's literally 2 weeks till my birthday,
Yo, that's crazy.
which means it's the my first ever F1 race that I've ever watched. I mean, I've watched a couple, but it was by, like, statistic like, those I was watching, the notes. I
Yeah.
wasn't able to watch the races. And so when I finally got to watch a race, it was the Miami Grand Prix because they were showing on ESPN for some reason or something. And I got to watch Lando in his first race and then followed up with my 21st birthday. Celebrations all around. Good times, good times. But it's been a year.
Yeah,
It's basically been a year, which is crazy.
I know. I can't
Which
believe
also
it.
means it's almost been a year since we started the podcast.
I know. Oh my gosh. You know how I was like, yeah, we're gonna hit a year at Memorial Day. We're hitting it the week before Memorial Day. I
Really?
miscalculated.
Because I was still in school getting my nursing degree, y'all.
Well, you can see on our list in the notes, episode 2 was 5/27. So take a week before that,
Oh.
it's 5/20.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's kind of ironic. Too bad we didn't do it a month sooner. That would have been iconic. What? You didn't hear that from me?
No. That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all, if y'all are getting to experience this 1 year mark with us, I'm so excited because we are excited. And it still hasn't hit us fully that it's almost been a year since we started this. It doesn't seem real. It seems like we should still be at like the 6 month mark,
Yeah.
but no. It's been a year. And we've grown so much, and honestly, I can't wait. I can't wait till we hit the 1 year mark because I think we're gonna do a bunch of stuff for that too. Probably not till June though because we kind of want to do a bunch of stuff when we're together.
Yeah.
But you guys just have to stay tuned.
Yeah, no,
Follow,
it's gonna be a little
subscribe.
bit delayed, but we do have stuff for you guys to celebrate 1 year. And not to spoil anything, but you know how we were just talking about Julie's birthday? Well, I have something to celebrate 1 year and Julie's birthday, and that will be included in one of these videos that we are doing. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that because Julie has no
Yes.
idea. Julie's not in on this at all.
No.
So
We
her
were.
reactions are gonna be literally live, and she can't undo it. Let's just put it that way.
No, we were playing Fortnite the other night because if you guys have seen, we do play Fortnite, and she was like, "Yeah, I have something for your birthday." And I'm like, "Oh right, I guess that it's been a year." See, the birthday present she got for me last year was the McLaren Lego set, and it just kind of fit. I also have a note up on here. Let's see if I can pull it
Oh
down.
yes.
I have it stick. It says, in honor of Lando winning his first race, you graduating, and your birthday, here's a treat from me. I hope this makes up for me not being able to be in NC to celebrate with you. Happy birthday from M. And she got me the McLaren Lego set. So I don't know how she's gonna top that one because I was pretty excited for that.
No, this one. I don't know how I'm gonna top this one. I told you. I don't know if I told you or not, but I went I went over my budget last year, and this year I'm definitely going over.
Gosh. Yo,
But
I'm gonna have to
it's gonna be
pop
good. It's
off
gonna
for
be
her
good.
birthday. I got till October though.
Yes, she has plenty of time.
Okay.
Well,
Awesome.
like, just to give you guys a little insider information, my credit card got hacked this week. So I was not able to order Julie's gift when I wanted to because, can't use my credit card.
Please don't hack people's cards. It's not nice.
I don't condone it, and it was miserable trying to work out who hacked my credit card, which, by the way, still don't know. I just don't know. Yeah. Don't commit credit card fraud, please. It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. We're telling you this now. Be smart. Anyways, to our actual video.
Now we're actually
Thanks for
gonna
letting us
start.
chat. Y'all are like friends to us now, so we're gonna just chat with you. So I hope that makes you feel like part of the gang. Um,
Yeah, we're trying to be a little bit more interactive with you guys. Like, I enjoy talking
yeah,
with you all separately on social media, but like, I'm trying to give this more of a conversational feel rather than us just yapping at you all the
talking like
time.
this.
So,
Welcome to this week's report. No, we're gonna try and make it fun.
yeah.
Um, anyways, to the video.
But just a little brief overview. We have our usual stupid statistics. It's kind of NFL draft focused because, our last episode we did later on in the week, so we didn't have the full week. Thankfully, we only had a couple days, which, we got so much information from the draft. So there, that within itself is a lot. And then we have some other interesting little tidbits that happened. And then, we talk about our normal soccer, racing, how we're not doing an F1 video because that's going to take up too much time. So we're going to do a separate F1 video, which, by the way, is going to be out on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. Turn on your post notifications because you don't want to miss it. Especially because it's going to be our podium predictions for Miami. And then we do our radar points, which is just our game of the week. So, yeah. But now, to stupid statistics.
Okay, so again, it's pretty much NFL with some tidbits here and there, some other things. But first things first, just the NFL draft was this past week, and here are some highlights. So Cam Ward was the first pick to the Titans. Congrats. And then Jaguars trade with the Browns for the second pick, drafting Travis Hunter. Congrats. and then and then Ashton Genty to the Raiders in the 6th overall pick. Congrats. It is the Raiders though. And then Derek Harmon. And then Derek Harmon, who was drafted by the Steelers with the 21st pick. Mom ended up passing away hours after. Oh right, I'm so sorry about that. I saw that.
Yeah.
His mom ended up passing away hours after he was drafted.
Yeah, no, that was unfortunate because after he was drafted, I'm pretty sure the first thing he did was go to her
Yeah.
hotel and told her, and then literally hours later, she passed away. But for those of you who don't know, his mom had a stroke, and then his NIL money that he earned this past season or two, he bought his mom a van to help with her disability stuff, and then she went into a coma. So she's been in a coma for around a year, I believe. And yeah, she passed away, but she was able to. I believe that she was kept alive until she could
Yeah.
semi consciously know that he got drafted. But that's just me.
Yeah. No, I agree. And she's at peace now. And still prayers to that family. And then Maxwell Hairston, being drafted by the Bills, but all throughout the first round, he was up and supporting everyone who got drafted before him, which is good for him.
Yeah. So were you
We love a
watching?
supportive team. I was watching tidbits here and there, but honestly, I was just watching the notifications.
Okay.
I had to be.
Okay, no, I'm just double checking before I say anything. But so he had the room that was closest to the stage. So
Mhm.
everyone was walking past him, and the Bills did pretty well, so they weren't till the end of the first round. But he got up and he was like dapping everybody up, congratulating him, and it was just like so cool to see how his character came out there. I know
Yeah.
there's a couple other personalities in there that we're a little bit of what are you doing here? But it was just so awesome to see that and like him being so encouraging to everyone else, knowing that he has to wait and yeah.
We love a supportive king, you know? We respect it. Someone has to there always needs to be someone at least supportive because, if you're not supportive, then, you get what I'm saying. And then, 5 QBs taken before
Shador.
Shadar Shadar
Shador. I
Shadar
don't know. I really don't
Shadar
care.
Shadar. He'd probably get offended if we said his name wrong,
I
but
don't care.
Shadar
He can
Sanders,
whatever.
including teammate Gabriel Dillon.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot about him this past weekend,
Yeah.
and Twitter has too. So, you can probably tell we're kind of siding with Twitter.
Not saying, just saying.
Yeah. I think there's oh, and then him getting drafted. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was kind of toxic when I said this, but I saw right when he got drafted. I was like, LOL, the Browns.
It's true. I have the text to prove it. Julie actually found out before me because I wasn't watching at that point because it was the 5th round. Who cares about the 5th round?
Yeah.
Um, but Julie texted me. She's like, "LOL, he got drafted," and I'm like, "Ain't no way. Who'd he get drafted by?" And Julie's like, "The Browns," and I'm like,
The whole situation. And then the Bucks officially drafted the lightest the lightest? Okay. It wasn't sitting right in my brain when I was trying to say it. The lightest and signed the heaviest players in the NFL history. 54-pound wide receiver Tez Johnson and 464-pound DT Desmond Watson.
yeah. So there's
Oh my god,
310-pound difference right
they
there.
run into each other. Tez is done.
Yeah, he is literally the lightest player in NFL history. And
He's a wide receiver?
yeah, but he's not even like that small. He just doesn't have like a lot of meat on him, you know? Like he's not built like AJ Brown. But he
Good luck
is.
to him.
You'll find this interesting. He's uh, so pretty much Bo Nix's family adopted him in high school and was able to they played together for a couple years and then they both went to Oregon. And then they both played at Oregon and now they're both playing in the NFL. It's like full
Congrats.
circle.
Cute story. Love a full circle moment. Okay, so QB Quinn Ewers, correct me if I'm wrong, losing $8 million from NIL money to enter the draft and earn $800,000.
Yeah. He lost a lot of money, but I mean, I feel like this kind of shows his commitment to playing. Because, like, if you were really after the money, you would just stay in college and make as much money as you can get.
Yeah, my foot's gonna hold on. Oh, okay, sorry. And then Mr. Irrelevant, DB Kobe Minor.
Yeah, so that is the last pick of the draft.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why it's called Mr. Irrelevant.
I'm sorry. See, maybe he'll prove everyone wrong.
Yeah, like Brock Purdy. Fun fact
Yeah,
for you, if you didn't know that.
yeah. No, I think I did know that.
Oh,
I feel like
sorry.
someone said that to me. Probably you.
Yeah.
Um, the NFL schedule release will be Wednesday, May 14th. Heads up. Keep a
Let
lookout.
us know if you want a video for that, because if you do, we can do a live reactions video. I mean, it won't actually be live, but it'll be our live reactions. So if you want that,
Yeah, we will.
unless it
And
might
then
come out in the evening, so maybe we could.
do a live
Yeah.
reaction. Well, fingers crossed. Um, anything after 6 o'clock, I'm down. Okay, and then Wrexham secures promotion for 4th straight year, now in the championship.
Yeah. So Ryan Reynolds' team that he invested in. Yep. Okay, we won't spend too much time on this. But yeah, they secured promotion again for the 4th straight year, so they've moved up from 5th tier all the way to the 2nd tier. And if they end up getting promoted again, I think that they'll be the first team in Premier League to get promoted 5 straight years in a row. Don't quote me on that. But I think they might be the first to do it 4 straight. So, yeah.
Congrats. We like stuff like that, I guess.
Insert the
So-
that
What's
tastes
he getting?
like
What's he getting? This is the big
promotion
question.
clip.
What's he getting? That tastes like promotion!
And then Real Madrid's Eduardo, Camav- oh no, I'm gonna screw this up. I'm gonna be
You
honest.
were right there.
Camavinga?
Vinga. Yeah.
Vinga. Okay. Look at me. Suffered complete tear of his left adductor. I don't know. I'm cringing for you. Will miss the rest of the season, plus he's expected to miss the Club World Cup. Aw,
Am I upset about that?
it is Real Madrid.
I
She's not upset.
mean, I like Camavinga as a person, but on Real Madrid,
No. She feels bad for you. She doesn't feel bad for the team. And then RB Leipzig are in talks with Terry?
Thierry.
Okay, Terry. Oh no. My southern stuff was like Terry.
He's French. He's
Henry
French.
to become their head coach. And congrats for that.
Did you just say Henry? Please tell me you did not say Henry.
It says Henry.
It's Henri. He's French. He's on. You know how I send you clips of the Galazzo show?
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
who I'm talking about.
Henry.
I thought,
Look,
I
I
thought
totally
maybe you
butchered
would
his
like
name.
make the connection, but maybe I should have put something there so you would.
I should have just let you say it. You know, I got Camavinga.
You did. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Yeah.
Y'all, I am Southern, very American. I'm gonna screw up a French name. How am I supposed? It's literally spelled Henry. Okay, moving on. Before I embarrass myself more, um, former U.S. team manager VJ Callahan and Greg Berhalter faced each other earlier this week, where Callahan's side destroyed Berhalter with a score of 7-2.
This is who should have been our coach, but no one listens to me. I'm still tweaking out over this, guys. I can't believe we didn't freaking just promote him after our results. It ticks me off. And every time I see Nashville SC doing good, I am reminded of what we lost. And I am mad.
It's okay. You know what?
It's not
I don't
okay.
know what to say, but it's not okay.
It's not okay.
I'm sorry. Anyway, speaking of soccer.
Oh, hell. Well, we're talking about USMNT as well. So, we're starting off in Serie A again. Milan win 2-0 over Vienzia. I don't know, I didn't watch. But we got a Christian Pulisic goal. And since joining AC Milan, this is his 50th goal or assist. Ignore my notes because that's not correct. But it is 50 goals and assists for Christian Pulisic since joining AC Milan. And you know what? I can't find it to be mad at this. I'm actually overjoyed, I think. 50 is a good number for him. And he scored in the 5th minute. That was the other thing I wanted to say. And then 10 men Juventus beat Monza 2-0. Nothing very notable from any USMNT players there. Weston played the full 90. Tim Weah got 33 minutes-ish, so third of the game, pretty much. Over to the Premier League, as we said last week, because City already played before we recorded. We know they already beat Villa 2-1. Chelsea beat Everton 1-0, and then Man United tie 10 men Bournemouth 1-1. It was a 90+6 equalizer from Højlund, or however you pronounce his name. I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's above my pay grade. And then Arsenal tie Crystal Palace 1-1. I didn't see anything about Chris Richards, but I did see pictures of Chris Richards and Matt Turner hanging out after the game. Huge tie for Palace, not great for Arsenal, but that's fine because Liverpool go on to beat Spurs 5-1. This means that Liverpool are still top of the table with 82 points. Arsenal have 67 points in second place. Newcastle are in third with 62, City with 61, Chelsea with 60, and Forest in the last European spot with 60 points. However, I want to put a disclaimer. You know how Villa and City played last week? Well, Forest hasn't played yet for this match week. So, they play on Thursday, which is great. This is not. Why are they playing on Thursday? But it's fine. And so assuming they don't win on Thursday, it stays like this. If they tie, they jump ahead of, I'm guessing, Manchester City and Chelsea. I don't know Man City for sure. But if they win, they go back up into third. So who knows? But with their win this week, Liverpool win the Premier League officially. And their manager, Arne Slot, I think, joins the club of managers who have won the Premier League in their first season. The others are Carlo Ancelotti, Antonio Conte, Manuel Pellegrini, and Jose Mourinho. Ironically, 3 out of the 4 of them were with Chelsea. So Chelsea had some good managers until, Todd Boehly took over, but we're not going to talk about that. And then Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton were all relegated as well. So they're down to the championship. But then in La Liga, we have Barcelona beating Mallorca 1-0, as we said last week. And then Real Madrid beating Getafe 1-0, and Atleti winning 3-0 over Rayo Vallecano. Don't quote me on that. Barcelona are in first with 76 points, Real Madrid in second with 72, and Atleti in third with 66. I don't see Atleti challenging anymore for the La Liga title. Unfortunate, but I don't think Barcelona will give it up. And in fact, I think that they will clinch when they play Real Madrid in El Clasico in a week or two. Yeah. But then we have one of the most notable games, and my game of the week for last week. It is the Copa del Rey. And I'm going to hand it over to Julie to talk about it because I made her watch the highlights and I didn't watch the game. So therefore, we're going to let Julie talk about soccer for once.
Don't quote me on any of this. I watched the highlights. It was a 20-minute highlight because a lot happened. Barcelona and Real Madrid were going head to head, and they played, but there was drama, and there was a lot of effort put on it and some surprise goals. So let's get started. So it went into added time. Regular time finished 2-2. Goals from Pedri, Fier Torres, and Mbappe, and don't even try to make me say this.
Tuchamendi.
There you go. And then Jules with the game-winning goal in the 116th minute. Insane. I remember watching it, and he just came out of nowhere. The commentators was like, the goalie was just sleeping. He didn't even see it coming. And because it was like he came out of nowhere with it.
Yo, that's crazy.
So it was honestly a pretty good goal, and I have to give it to Barca on that one. So there were 3 red cards for Real Madrid. In the added time, it was insane. There was, I swear someone was going to fight someone, and I'm glad that the team whoever it was holding back that one player.
Oh yes,
Because
Rudiger.
I think if he had gotten free, crap might have happened.
No.
Yeah. So Barca's stats was 22 shots, 9 on target, 60% possession in 8 corners. Real Madrid's stats were 15 shots, 7 on target, 40% possession in 7 corners. So the Real's Rudiger. So he's the one that was trying to fight people. Could face up to a 30 match suspension or 2 years for attempting to assault a referee. So I mean, if that doesn't tell you anything, I was honestly shocked. I was sitting here watching it. I'm like, oh gosh, like he literally tried to fight him. Like his teammates were having to hold him back. That is not good sportsmanship at all. That's all I'm gonna say on that part.
Wait.
So yeah, it was a great game. Honestly, it had me on my toes. I was like, I was kind of rooting for Barcelona. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't really like Real Madrid either. But their goals were insane, and they were defending like their lives depended on it. Now in the first part, even though they got the first goal, they were still fighting Real Madrid pretty hard. Like they were going at it, and then when Real Madrid got their goals, and then it was tied, I generally didn't know who was going to win because I didn't look to see who won the game. But then they got that last surprise goal, and I was like, and then we went into overtime. We added time, and I was like, oh, it could be anyone's, and there was a lot of red cards. And then it was Barcelona who ended up winning. But yeah, it was a good game. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty competitive, but there was some drama.
I did good.
So yeah, now to the Bundesliga.
Alright, we have Bayern beating Mainz 3-0. We have goals from Leroy Sané, Michael Olise, and Eric Dyer in the 27th, 40th, and 84th minute, respectively. We had 6 shots on target, 14 shots total, 59% of possession, and 4 corners. Had Leverkusen lost this week, we could have clinched the title, but they won, unfortunately, 2-0 over Augsburg. But never fear, because we're still top of the table with 75 points, still 8 points clear. Leverkusen have 67. Frankfurt have 55. Freiburg jumps up over Leipzig with 51 points. Leipzig has 49. And Dortmund rounding out the last European competition spot with 48 points. They are making a late season European spot challenge. Do I think that they'll get it? It's something we'll see. As of right now, Bayern need 5 more points to clinch the Bundesliga title in the last 4 match days. And if Leverkusen lose next week, we can clinch with a win, because they will drop below the total points that they could come back and beat us with. So I hope we win again next week and Leverkusen lose. But if not, no big deal. We can. Well, I guess we'll just play it out again, and it will come down to the last stinking match day again. But unfortunately, we don't have Jamal Musiala on the field. I'm up in the air. Harry Kane got a controversial yellow, and that will see him suspended for next week. So if we clinch next week, he will potentially not even be on the field to, celebrate, which is unfortunate. And that will be his first trophy ever. But yeah, so we'll see. I kind of want us to clinch next week, but I kind of don't, because I want Harry to, feel like he was a part of it. But yeah, we'll see.
We'll see, yeah. Now to our F1, but we don't have F1. F1 will be coming out this week, so it's just racing in general. We have IndyCar and NASCAR. Do you want me to talk about it? Okay. So we had the Indy 500 Open test. Scott McLaughlin.
Laughlin. Like
Laughlin. I'm
laugh,
sorry.
but law.
Okay. Let me try that again. We had the Indy 500 Open test, and Scott McLaughlin and Alex Palou are looking really fast, and then Kyle Larson. Sorry, something just beeped, and I
Oh my
thought
gosh, wait, I heard it.
yeah, it's just the oven. I thought our
I thought it was
never
your
mind.
fire alarm. Anyways.
Yeah, I did. That's happened 3 times, and we don't know why it keeps doing that. Anyways, sorry. I'm gonna try it one more time. So we had the Indy 500 Open test. Scott McLaughlin and then Alex Palou are looking really fast, and then Kyle Larson had tests in the Hendricks car. Also crashed early on in one of the sessions.
Yes.
Tears.
So that's unfortunate because he's gonna race the Indy 500 and then do NASCAR, and he's going for like 1,100 laps, I think, something like that. So he's looking to win both races, which do I see that happening? So
That's crazy. That's some real trust in yourself. And then we have NASCAR, which was my suggestion for the radar points last week. It was the AG Pro 300, and here at the top 5, we have Logano, Byron, Larson, East, and the winner was Austin Cindric. Winning for the first time this season in the Team Penske number 2 car.
Yep, it was so funny because then he got out of after doing his burnouts and stuff, he went over and celebrated with Sasquatch.
That sounds about right. That sounds right. So yeah, love that for him. Congratulations for your first win. And then now to radar points.
All right, so we both kind of already talked about our picks for last week, so we don't have to go into too much detail on those. So for this week's, I feel like we got a lot going on. We have IndyCar, we have NASCAR, we have Champions League, we have Bundesliga, we have La Liga, we have Serie A, we have so much, and it's May the 4th weekend, Star Wars. So we also got that stuff going on, as well as F1. So, I think what I'm gonna go with for my game of the week, Arsenal versus PSG. I think it's gonna be a good game in the Champions League. I would say Barcelona and Inter, but I'm kind of salty and tipped off with Inter, so I will not do that. We are going with Arsenal and PSG. It's going to be a good game, and I think that both the teams are really on a hot streak right now. I mean, we're not going to talk about Arsenal tying in the league. We're not gonna do that. But PSG also lost for the first time in like forever in League One this week, so we got that going on. It's going to be a good game, I think.
I mean, you guys should know one by now, if you know me, and it's the Miami Grand Prix. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Again, it'll be like a full circle moment. So I'm excited to see. So you'll have to go watch our video on Wednesday to see our predictions. You probably guys already know mine. And so yeah, go check it out. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on our post notifications so you don't miss that video. And please like our video. If you think Shajar will be a bust. And let us know in the comments what games you're going to be watching, because there are a lot, including races. And then check out our links in the description below for our other social media pages, because again, this is YouTube you're probably watching this on, but we also have Instagram, TikTok, and other social media platforms, especially Twitter. We will be posting our little minds to there and our little thoughts. So go check it out, and I hope you guys like the video.